Hello, you found me. I apologize if I'm yelling at you this afternoon. I'm not sure how the wind is gonna work out here. After yesterday's party, I went to work and I worked an overnight shift. And my overnight shift is pretty close to home. It's about 30 minutes from home. And I just got off work and I stopped at a cool little drive-through coffee shop called the Human Bean, and I picked up, oh they give you a little chocolate dipped espresso bean on the top of your cup of coffee when you order. And I dropped one on the ground. Dang it, that sucks. Moving on. I got iced coffee even though it looks like we have a storm coming in. This is the California Delta. We're in Rio Vista, California. And I have something to share with you. I finished a project last night. I don't know if the wind's gonna agree with me. It just got blustery all of a sudden. It's getting closer. I'd like you to meet Orbit. Orbit the dragon. Isn't he adorable? He has so much personality. I think when I sewed his head on crooked and he got that little quirkiness is when the personality kicked in. The yarn that I used was gifted to me from Theresa at Phoenix Gate Crafts. And she gave me a couple of cakes on her channel. She had a giveaway. And this is Knit Picks. Wool of the Andes Sport Weight. I used this colorway. I think they have numbers, not colorways. I used this for the front of him, his little belly patch. I only have this much left of his main body color. That's Wool of the Andes Knit Picks Sport Weight. These don't have colorways, but they're 2-weight yarn, wool. And then for his little feet and his horns, got a nice bright green. And the purple was some random tonal purple that I had. I just needed to add another color, something for a little pop. So we did little pop cheeks, the spikes. What a cutie. Oh, this is a tool that I use. It is a chopstick kit, and I use it to poke fluff and stuff into small spaces. Nice little tool to carry. Had it in my Jimmy Bean Wool's magic bag. And that's about it, folks, because the clouds are spitting on me. I'll be back in a little while. Bye. Hi, I'm home. I'm home out of the storm. Orbit and I made it home. I am not sure how much of the video recording is audio success, or if I'm going to be able to phase some of that out, tone it down. It was an adventure. Where was I? Okay. I got to travel to a couple towns over, and I worked an overnight shift. So on the last 3 overnight shifts that I've worked, I've had a little pattern to work on. This is Orbit the Dragon. It is a Ravelry pattern. I will link it in the description box below. Cute little guy. Very intricate work. Each one of these pieces needed to be sewn on, but each one of these pieces had a different little pattern to follow. And if you've ever worked an overnight or graveyard shift, it helps to have something that's intriguing to your mind, to keep your mind working and going. So this is what I was working on. To make him, I think I showed it in the video. We'll see. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to scoot you around a little bit. I was working with the yarn that Theresa at Phoenix Gate Crafts sent to me. And that's what he's made out of. He's made out of knit picks. I tried to look this up when we were out there by the Delta. No, they use a color number. Thank you, Theresa. I really, really had fun. So the yarn that's left, I was kind of thinking there might be enough to make a rectangular shawl, more like, or an asymmetrical something. I'm going to enjoy every little bit of it. He was fun. He was a fun make for me. Something about me. In high school, I took a clothing class. My grandma taught me how to sew when I was very young. She taught me to hand sew with paper towels for my dolls, sewing clothes. By the time I got to high school, I was good with a machine. And a natural class for me to take through high school was clothing. That was kind of a working period for me. I was threading machines. I was threading machines so people who wanted to learn to sew on a machine could sew. They spent all their time threading and unthreading jams and everything else that I would just move from station to station and rethread and fix jams. And so I ended up taking clothing for both electives and getting credit for it, which led to a job for making alterations in a costume shop, which I had a lot of fun doing that too. So all that to say, I do not mind hand sewing bits and pieces. Let's see, he has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, his body's 3 pieces, 9, 10 ears, 11, 12 horns, eyes 13, 14, cheeks 15, 16, nostrils 17, 18, little horn piece 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Did I count the belly? 20 plus pieces. He came together adorably. I love that the tail, the body, and the head are different pieces. And when you look at him, he's got this really interesting pattern of a swirl. He's got this tail piece that just kind of wanders up his back. I enjoyed this pattern. I also enjoyed showing him to you by the Delta and watching the rain clouds phase over. Man, I hope that video comes through. So after my shift, I stopped and got a cup of coffee and promptly dropped the best part of it all over the floor, if it came through. It's okay to laugh or cry moment. And then I stopped at a thrift shop, a little tiny antique thrift shop, and they had some books. I was digging deep in the maze of bookcases and I found fibers. This book, so all their books were 50% off, so $4, $2. This book was printed in 1971. I picked up this book because it says Knitting Without Tears. Of course I want to learn to knit without tears. Why are we crying? I thought it was a hobby. Why are we crying? So I had really high expectations for this book. Really high. It's so high that I really didn't look inside of it very well. It was printed in Menlo Park, California, which is super close to the house. So I was excited. When I got home, I did kind of flip through it a little. I saw it was in English. Yeah. Flipping through this book, There are no pictures. There's a few drawings in there. And then towards the very, very end, when they offer some patterns after giving you all the knitting instructions you'll need to learn to knit, there are a few pictures inserted. But if we're talking like number 1 beginning knitter, that's not enough. I'm going to give it a fair shot. I mean, I've knitted a few Ross hats, very, very simple. Knitted a few Ross hats. I've made a few pairs of socks, and I did make a very, very basic vanilla mock turtleneck sweater that was just knit over and over again. The ribbing was a little knit purl, but nothing extreme at all. So I am interested. I am going to read this book. I'm going to try not to cry. What else? Oh, 2011 Afghans. A year of Afghans. It's 52 projects to keep you knitting. Well, I thought, I don't care to crochet Afghans. Unpopular opinion, I'm sure. Like the dragon, I like little intricate pieces that come together. It keeps me interested, keeps me moving, keeps me focused on the next step, right? But in this pattern book, they had a couple of blankets. Like, this is a baby blanket. Look, those knit stitches look 3-dimensional, especially because it, you know, the basic part of it is just one color. They really pop and stand out. That is fascinating. Oh, and then I've been on a fillet crochet kick lately. Look at the baby blanket. It has windows, lace work. I'm not sure. I need to learn it. I need to look into this. What an adorable baby on the adorable blanket. How cool is that? So I did pick up this book, $2. Read it. I might learn something. And what else? This book, 1977 Crochet and Knitting, Better Homes and Gardens. Look at that. All the different sizes, all the different squares coming together without the frustration of matching them so that you actually have a solid border all the way around. It's a beautiful book. And there were a lot of things inside. Look, they put another picture of the Afghan. That is just so cool. In here, they show you how to make each one of those squares. Oh, and then this page, crocheted bed canopy. Okay. How many of you have always wanted to sleep in a canopy bed? Like a princess in Victorian era. Isn't it gorgeous? I can get some PVC pipes, put it on all 4 corners of my bed. My husband will be impressed with my decorating skills from the 70s. We'll see. Here's the Afghan again. I marked the pages so I could show you. There are a lot of really fun patterns in this book. We'll probably look a little closer as I go through them. Another one that I picked up. This is from 1974. It is Golden Press. You know, the little golden books, the little golden spine books. It's from them, the publisher. It's called Spinning and Dyeing, Step by Step, a complete introduction to spinning and dyeing. Illustrations in color. Okay, so I found this spinning wheel on, I think, Facebook Marketplace at a garage sale. And it is something that I would like to do. Haven't got around to it. Fiberfest is coming. Definitely going to dive more into that. This book is amazing. Talks about the history of the equipment. Here's a little drop spindle. The little Turkish ones that make the little turtles. It's just incredible information. I would love to, and the pictures are incredible. Step by step. If I didn't have the internet or a Fiber Fest to go to, these pictures taken step by step and put in order, I think I could figure it out. Look at this, pages and pages of pictures. Incredible. I want to read this book before Fiber Fest so that I'll have the proper terminology when I get there. And then the dyeing part. So Brenda has posted on Instagram that she's using natural items to dye yarn and fibers. Lily's doing the dishes in there. I'm not exactly sure how she's doing them. That sounded like a clatter. Well, let the children do their chores. I'm sorry, I was distracted. Did you hear that again? Oh man, we're gonna have puzzle pieces in there, I'm sure. Okay, I get to craft and I'm visiting with you, so we'll see. Here is a chart of natural fibers to use if you want to get certain colors. It talks about using beets and cranberries and coffee, and how different wood chips and bark and onion skins and all these easy to get your hands on stuff, what colors it comes out to. Just a wonderful, wonderful book. There are lots of color pictures in here. I will definitely bring these books back to your attention when I get a chance to really dig deep into them. I'll bring them back to your attention as I'm making things out of them, or think points of interest I think that you might want to hear about next time we get to visit. And I think that's just about it. Got the books. The dragon got taken care of. I did notice that on our celebration video, lots of views, lots of thumbs up, lots of people commenting, guessing how many buttons are in the jar. Lots of people guessing, lots of good guesses. This is fun. It's really, really exciting. And we have some new friends. We're definitely over 400 now. Hi. Thank you for visiting. It's very nice to meet you. You're welcome back anytime. You can play the videos over and over again, or, you know, pause me and come back later when you have a free moment to visit. I want to thank you for coming today, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye, friend.